Alright, we're back. And I don't know what happened. That it wasn't on my side. Maybe YouTube got mad because I compared Blizzard to The Sims or something. Who knows? But what I'm saying is true. Let me just share out the video. I didn't even share out the other one this morning. So I think maybe Blizzard kind of doesn't. I mean, I don't know. But Blizzard really does need to work on that game. They just really do. Just sharing out the link to as many people as I can. So share that out. Close that link. Alright, so paste everyone. Net split. Definitely net split. Don't know why we got net split, but we got net split. Frustrating when that happens, though. Alright, what did we get net split? Who knows? I think if it wasn't on purpose, that sounds kind of unlikely. It sounds to me like something where maybe I may have bumped a few toes and no, I'm still got my advertising revenue. Interesting. So, greetings, just Miss Jamie. We had some net split this morning because we were live, and then for about 39 minutes, and then we got knocked offline. So I don't know where everybody else is. Hopefully that they'll come back on, and we'll be able to get caught back on the show. So I was listening. Yeah. I don't see any nasty grams from YouTube saying my content was inappropriate or anything. It's just kind of weird. Sometimes the internet does that kind of stuff. Just checking to see if there's any messages. And I don't see any strikes or anything, so I don't think that's it. Tech alert, Windows 11 is here. Who cares? Who really cares about Windows 11? Considering you guys didn't even originally make a big deal about the fact that Windows XP had been around for decades. Now it's just a cash grab. More and more, I think it's a cash grab for these companies. Oh, well, I digress. Anyway, that's just the nature of the way I feel about it. Now, since you used up your 3 notifications for the day, yeah, let the other guys know we're here because we had net split. No, I didn't crash. My internet must have crashed. I didn't crash. Everything was still working fine here. Windows 11 slows down a lot of computers. People still liked Windows XP after all these years. But I think just people just kind of got tired of Windows XP because it was kind of getting long in the tooth and wasn't being inspired enough. And Microsoft couldn't make money with the subscription model. I don't know. I didn't get any kind of messages from YouTube that they were terminating my stream or anything. And I'm watching that screen right now, and it doesn't say anything about termination. We were up to 14, 15 people. People get tired of Windows, yeah. Many people don't want AI, yeah. Me and they were talking about this yesterday, about the technology and how it's basically it's made it hard for unskilled people to get jobs. There always will be money for the technicians that make it work, but many entry-level jobs don't exist anymore. That somebody could do it out of high school. And now we have to yeah. That's not good. Now I gotta get Dan Beers over here. D Beers on here. Yeah, I know. It's a hard morning sometimes. So anyway, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something I said that got powers be at YouTube upset or something. I don't think so, but you never know. Maybe they don't like the fact that we're talking about Blizzard like that. But that's true. I want to get back to that real quick. There is always going to be people that want more from a video game than the standard video game could do. The Sims is pretty good. I play Sims 3. I play Sims 4 once in a while. But honestly, World of Warcraft lore is twisted, confusing, and one of the pickup lines says that a female troll can go in the heat and make love at least with 80 people when she's in heat. Now, I thought that was kind of interesting for a flirting line because I was like, oh, that's interesting if that was actually true. Does that mean that the troll culture is not monogamous? Economically, we probably would be. But we are certainly trying to defend Taiwan's independence. Yep, tell that's true, yep. Yeah, it is all true. I'm gonna go make some tea. Ugh. Bad mood on the rise, right? Should I plug my cord? So we gonna make some tea. Ugh. Make some tea here. So you like that? Get some more milk too. I gotta make more hot water for Ed's coffee. So let me go make some more hot water for the coffee for later for Ed. Because we were almost out of water. Kettle here. Okay. So let's see where we need Speedman, Superman. The world is in a global crisis. We're on the brink of a global meltdown on the apocalyptic scale. They made it illegal for stores to have a girls and boys section when it comes to toys. In California, they made it so every clothing store has to have a unisex section. Well, okay, let's talk about this. Clothing is kind of doesn't really need to have a particular gender basis. But part 2 this time. The world is on the brink of ultimate destruction. Yeah, I'd say that's probably true. Economically, socially, economically, environmentally, the world has another problem, and that is everybody keeps continuing to use the anthropogenic climate change argument. You do realize that at the time of the dinosaurs, the Earth was actually warmer than it is now, with higher amounts of carbon dioxide in the air. Why are we blaming ourselves for the environment? You want to blame ourselves for something? Okay, we are guilty for the pollution of our lakes, rivers, streams, land, and air. That is absolutely true. Because of the industrial age, we put all these pollutants and toxins into our air, water, and soil. That's no lie. Okay? But we are not of any significance responsible for temperature of the earth. Because the system itself varies and fluctuates. But I think we need to address the pollution issue more than the climate change issue. That's my opinion. Ultimate destruction. And it's the far people on the far left that are encouraging this claptrap more than anything. Why? Why do they encourage it so much? Because it makes money for all these industries, and the Green New Deal makes money for carbon neutral proposals. There's a lot of money to be made in that. Problem is, we're not even close to reaching carbon neutral yet. Yeah, I know. Well, FC, I know what you're talking about, but sometimes you gotta bring it up. That's all I'll say. Because they don't want you to discuss controversial topics. Poles don't switch. I never understood about this pole flip because I understand magnetically they switch, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the planet is going to flip upside down. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll be dead by 2080. At least I would think I would be. You'd be 100 and. Oh my god, you'd be old. Probably 120. Really? No, wait. Yeah, it would be about 120. Yeah. Well, anyway, back to the main point I was trying to get, but to Blizzard before we were rudely interrupted. I think that Blizzard needs to kind of come up with a new, refreshed look at the game. I don't think singularities and black holes are exactly a lie, but until recently, we really haven't had any noted examples of black holes. Even though there is one in the center of the Milky Way. Think about that one. The center of a galaxy has a big giant black hole in it. Every major earthquake. Yeah. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Sorry part. All I know is when I meant being really interrupted, I'm talking about the outage of the internet there for a second. Not because of anything anyone here said, but for me, realm-wide disasters due to magnetic experience, but the pole shifting is not true. Well, actually, according to the fact that the poles are shifting the positions, and it's done so in about, what was it, 650 million years ago. I don't think it's exactly deniable that it can happen. I don't even know what the hell that is. Well, anyway, the point is, I think Blizzard, to go back to Blizzard, needs to take their franchise to the next level. And I'm going to continue to say this. It's an MMORPG. If you want to see something that's going to be a little more of an inspiration for some people, not everybody. No, they believe the moon may be a spaceship. That's the last time video I'm on, saying that the moon may actually be a form of a spaceship from beneath extraterrestrial community. If that's true, what happened to our own little moon? What, our dinky little thing? Maybe they gobbled it up and turned it into energy for itself. Oh, maybe. They better hope ETs don't decide to move their ship, because if they do, the gravitational shift could be pretty drastic for tides. Yeah. Yeah. I see your point there, but or buy a good camera like a Nikon P900 or yeah. I think Red showed the power of his big lens on his camera there when he aimed it at the moon and used like a giant telescope from his show there. What's the channel? Well, anyway, the point is the moon is, I believe, is artificial. I mean, there's a lot of reasons I say that. Just like we see about the big giant cigar-shaped asteroid that looked like a big cigar, like you see Alex the alligator chomping on it while Kelly's Pelgo, you know? It's kind of weird. Most asteroids are kind of round. This one was long and cylindrical. Like a big giant poop. I don't know. I don't know if I can do anything about it any more than you could. I think the best we can do is just hang on, and we know it's going to be a bumpy ride. Well, everything comes to an end someday. You mean YouTube one day will finally close and turn off the lights for the last time? Just as one day I will draw my final breath and be just a pile of meat in the ground. Use common sense, my friends. How come my $500 camera with 66-time digital zoom consuming on a spoilers panel and stats are not millions of layers away? Also, don't forget, though, FC, that you're talking about a digital zoom. Here's to remember. Anything digital can be manipulated. Try with an analog telescope instead. Analog telescopes, well, they may not be perfect. They may not be the Cast PJs. They're still a reality. Keeps the digital middleman out of the picture processing. It's true, it does. It does, right? I'm just taking a look at the stats here. 50% one like. Just you know, think about it though. When it anything digital, what can be manipulated really easily and turned to make it look like anything you want it to look like. That's the power of digital society. You want to put a halo over a demon? Not a problem. You want to make your best friend look like a demon with horns and everything? No problem. You want to make it look a toilet like a snake is crawling out of your toilet? No problem. That's the power of digital. Try to do that same with an analog camera and tape. Then it gets a lot more complicated. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I know. Anyway, today we're going to be uploading a video that's an excerpt from last night's Silvermoon radio show. One time I took a yeah, well, I've done a few monsters. I wouldn't even measure toilet cloggers. Just keep it to that level, you know. Like I said, I don't know. As far as the technology goes, one thing that I really seriously wonder, thanks to the internet, thanks to the cloud, thanks to storing things in somebody else's computer, how much of our data for the future are exoarchaeologists going to be able to actually retrieve? I mean, think about it. It's not like, looking up papyrus scrolls or clay tablets. I mean, maybe some ET simmer could figure out and decode their videos and files, but we're storing everything in magnetic domains and discs and tapes. And I don't know if there's any guarantee that content is going to continue to be readable when the Earth finally perishes. Really, I don't know if those tapes will be readable in, say, 1,000 years. So I don't really know how well the content of history of the world is going to be in a form that people can read. Something to think about. So someday ETs are going to go look at the files and go, gee, are we going to be able to read the files from Earth? It looks like they're kind of an encrypted file. And the hard drive is kind of mechanically barely working, and it's hard to imagine of how anyone in ancient or in the future are going to be able to decode all of our history files. Also, what happens to all the information that we're storing on the internet? I mean, who does it belong to? Does it belong to Google? Does it belong to Amazon? Does it belong to Yahoo? Does it belong to Facebook? Does it belong to me? If it's my data? Is the information going to be accessible? Is public domain information? Someday, like I said, an ET exoarchaeologist is going to see my videos, and they're going to probably go, gee, she's bringing us some valid points. Which is true. No. So, we're up to 12, 14, 15 people, and then on the other stream, what happened to the rest of the people? They all disappeared. Why? I don't know. Net split, maybe? Split. Yeah. Something to think about. We have an issue with determine who owns what content information is stored on what servers. And then channels, for example, YouTube deletes, for example. What happens to all that content? Is it still backed up on some tape cartridge at Google somewhere? Would an exoarchaeologist be able to get to those tapes? Would they be able to read them? Well, no, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, I know. This is that I'm feeling pretty tired right now. I was talking my ear off like last night. I got maybe about about 4 hours sleep on the deal. You still got to do meals on feet. Meals on feet. How come I can't actually go get the food once in a while? I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. Well, let me see. What's for lunch soup kitchen today? Okay. Hi, Carl. How you doing? Hello? Let's try it again. Well, we had actually 2 shows today because the show got split up for some reason. No one knows why. Anything. Oh, God, come on. Just checking to see something here. Hello? Well, let's just answer that phone like a damn smart person. Oh, fuck it. Anyway, so. Aiden Krill. I was just trying to find out what the Soup Kitchen's having for lunch today. And, cause like you can guess from hearing me yawning, I'm still tired from after being that got into an intellectual discussion right after the live stream, on Silvermoon AM 1610. And I'm still kind of feeling kind of tired, and I wanted to see what they were having for lunch so I can determine if it was going to be something I was going to want to eat or if I was going to DVR. I'm sorry that you got cut off. I think YouTube had net split because it makes no sense why they would the channel would be cut off talking about World of Warcraft. Hi, Stan. How you doing? Cool pics too. Yeah. Anyway, so we had a good show before the net split. And then they got cut off. Not sure why. Not sure why. I mean, I still got monetized. I still got my green dollar sign. But we don't know why I got cut off. But, like I said, trying to find out what they're having for the soup kitchen for lunch. And, not getting much looking through and asking about the food. well, we don't know what, it's all called checked by the light.com that tells us what's about to come. Okay. Well, I know what's gonna come. Tonight is the third game of the Boston Red Sox. Ugh. Red Sox won last night. At, I believe, the bottom of the 12th. So, of course, I was happy about that, but I mean, like, I was busy working Silvermoon Radio AM 1610 at the same time in the other window, so I didn't really get heavily into the sports game. I just kind of was just trying to keep the stack of records playing, and Stan can attest some of the music was actually pretty good. The one last album in the end of the show was probably not everybody's cup of tea, but I thought it was pretty good. You know, if you like Christian music, it was actually pretty good. And of course, people got a chance to hear me sing again, something they don't usually get a chance to hear me do much on the show is sing. That's pretty cool. So, right now, I'm still trying to find out what's for lunch, and I'm not getting much luck here. Well, I kind of agree with you on that, Stan. I mean, that's kind of what we were talking about last night the message at the end of the show covered something very similar to that. He says here the best thing each of us can do at this point is to work on our personal spiritual condition, find a practice that speaks to you and brings you closer to the Creator or Source or God or gods. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. You know, everything else is just a trap to snare souls. For 2 months, agreed. Why don't you guys consider joining a membership too? Um, it's a good way to support the channel when I don't have to worry about monthly checks having to be written and all that. Absolutely, give it a shot. You know. What was it? $5.95 a month U.S. for a membership. It's like worthwhile, I think, to do that. Well, anyway, it's too bad the first part of the show was really awesome. We had a lot of good conversation going on before the net split. And, but like I said, I feel kind of tired, but I have to go get meals on feet. I don't know why Ed doesn't do it. You can take the walker up there because he wants to do the same thing you want to do. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find out what's for lunch because I determine if it's something I'm gonna want to grab or not. But anyway, guys, it is Monday. We all know what Monday's like, right? It's not really my best day of the week. And it'll be nice to see. Thanks very much, Tommy. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah. I'm a little tired. Um, we feeling kind of physically tired right now. Going to $1,000 bond from the New Haven, and that'll be interesting. Of course, the problem is Ed and I don't know much about bonds, municipal bonds, whatever. So I don't know how much we would even set the price on that. But I'll tell you one thing is that like I said, I feel physically tired. And personally, I really don't want to do meals on feet today. Really, I don't. I just want to go back to bed. Right now, I'm trying to see what they have for lunch in the soup kitchen, and I'm not getting much answers out of these people. Alright. Anyway, so sorry that the show kind of got cut off earlier. It was pretty good. Unfortunately enough, I'm feeling a little fatigued right now. So I know Ed's gonna want me to do meals on feet. Ugh. So, but anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning on Tuesday. I do have a video I want to upload. We've already used up our 3 mods today for notifications, so I'm going to upload the video tomorrow because we've already used up our 3 notifications. And that's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, so we'll have to come back to you tomorrow, guys. Yeah. Alright, guys, thank you all for being here, and see you later on, okay? Yep. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, everybody.